Oh my goodness, all things Trumpenstein. Well, Trumpenstein has made it okay to bribe countries. It's okay if you want to give bribes. It's okay if you want to money launder. No problem anymore. We have no restrictions on money laundering anymore. Because why? He's been laundering money for the Russians for years. Okay? So we're just going to make that legal. Money laundering is now legal. Bribing other countries, etc. It's legal. Okay? Oh, my Lord. And, if Zelensky wants to give us mineral rights and things, I think we can make a deal. But we're looking at power plants, we're looking at land, we're looking at, But Zelensky willing to capitulate and give over to Russia to end the war. Yeah, basically. So let's go ahead this morning. I'm going to pull cards. Let's pull cards on Trumpenstein, Putin, and Zelensky then. But we'll start with Trumpenstein, okay? Let's start with Trumpenstein. Okay. And we'll just see what is here. I'm gonna pull the cards here real quick first, and then we'll look at them together and just see what it has to say. And, yeah. Okay, let's see what they have to say. So when it comes to Trump, the reading's about the theft, the takeaway, what can I grab? It's always for him, okay? How can I abuse? How can I get over? How can I steal? How can I con? Okay? So, of course, underneath of it, that's what he's trying to build. The next con, the next theft. When it comes to Zelensky, it's about his external power, what he thinks he's going to wield. When it comes to what? Lining his coffers. He doesn't want to give anything. It's always about give me, give me. He's not going to get. He's going to hang on to every little thing he can. But underneath of it, we've got the evidence. There is evidence there. When it comes to a victory, okay? So I don't think it's for him, the queen, okay? The internal. Now, sometimes it's the internal view, but I think in this case it has to do with the public and what we know and etc. He could be also looking for a victory for Russia, Mother Russia. That could be what it is, holding on to that as well. So it's about the next theft that he's trying to perpetrate, the things he's trying to get away with, lining his coffers, making himself look large and in charge when it comes to getting a victory for Russia, is what that looks like. So let's see the energy coming into it. Okay, it's about the messages he's putting out, his lies, his messages. Underneath the surface, of course, he's going to actually celebrate and say it's a done deal when nothing's been done. This is, his fantasy land that he's got going of what he wants. It's about the long-term deal with it. But of course, not a surprise, it's up in the air. Fantasy land still. There he is, wanting to control it, and where this is moving to. So it's about putting out more of his propaganda about the long term, what he's going to do in fantasy land, because this is up in the air, it's gone nowhere, but he's going to claim, that he's got it all happening. So what's going on today? We have this movement, this charging forward, actions charging forward of an ending, wanting to have this ending. The lovers, this is his drama with Putin. But under the surface, it's a tower moment. It's not going well. As well as he wants to claim it is. Out in the cold when it comes to this, okay? Getting these mineral rights and Zelensky, he's out in the cold when it comes to what the White House and what he's trying to do, okay? All braggadocious. The challenge is the message he's putting out there. His message about what's taking place, how he's going to go after him. And of course, looking over to Russia for his next marching orders. That's the challenge. He's in the struggle. When it comes to an agreement, because Zelensky's not agreeing to anything with this fool, okay? But he's got that message of what he's trying to birth, okay, what he's trying to do. The message about the monetary things and what's going on. His thing with Zelensky. Oh, he just needs to give up the mineral rights, etc., etc., etc. So, potential outcome. Here he is, he who would be king, okay? He wants to be a dictator. So it's about the dictator. But yeah, the fight for truth going forward. What's actually happening when it comes to lining his coffers, okay, and his dark moves. And unfortunately for him, the truth is raining down when it comes to these things. Is attempting to be a dictator, and he's getting restrictions, okay? So he's getting restrictions. So let's look at this. Underneath of it, a victory. When it comes to charging forward, the White House, what's being birthed is his restrictions, okay? So outside, it's about the evidence when it comes to him controlling monetary, thinking he can do it. He's out in the cold when it comes to his money messages because the truth is raining down. Okay? The truth is raining down. So the next layer. He's trying to hold on to his fantasy, which is blowing up because there is no agreement with this dark entity. He's out there trying to wage his power going forward for the long term with his love affair with Russia, but he's struggling when it comes to actually lining his coffers, trying to build what his desires are, endings, looking forward to Russia when it comes to his talking points, his fight, what he puts out there, when it comes to the theft. Again, more messages of fallacy that he's going to put out there as this big charging forward messages as dictator. Okay. So yeah, not going well for him. He wants to look like a dictator. He wants to do this. He wants a Nobel Peace Prize, and he's trying to squeeze Zelensky. Okay. And he's just putting out his Russian propaganda, is what it is. It's just the nonsense. So let's look at, we'll go ahead and look at Zelensky next. Let's go look at Zelensky, what it says about Zelensky now. And then after that, we'll do Putin. But what's going on with Zelensky? Okay, let's see what we have. Zelensky. So the reading's about the dark side. What's he doing with the dark side? Well, the lid is off. Underneath of it, he knows exactly what's going on. Okay? The lid is off. He sees what's taking place. Now, at the center of it, it's about the hidden things, but let's see what the hidden things are to be revealed. Hidden things are, he's got alliances, okay? It's about the alliances that are giving him aid, okay? Financial aid, etc., to navigate these things going forward. They're giving him information, and again, they continue to give him aid, okay, so that he can navigate through that when it comes to Trumpenstein and the drama and Putin. So the energy coming into it is taking charge, okay, the abuse of power, perhaps, that's out in the cold, okay. So this tactic that Trumpenstein is trying to use to pressure him is not working. He's holding on. He's holding on to his assets. Underneath of it, it's a burden. It's a difficult time for him, for Zelensky, but he's holding on. He's studying what's going on. He's smart. And he's looking at what's being offered up. Okay? So the European Union is aiding him, and he's continuing forward. What's going on now? Now, usually this is my card for Trumpenstein, wanting to try to hold on to his power, etc., what he's doing. He's not liking, Zelensky's not liking what's coming underneath of it. He's looking for higher aid, relief. When it comes to the wealthy, now I think that, again, many times is my card for Musk. And the monetary things that Musk is doing, the things that they're trying to instigate, the lovers, when it comes to him and Putin, etc., there is judgment on Zelensky's side. Zelensky's not a fool, okay? So the challenge is strength of the families, that they're going to continue to hold on. What's going now is the nightmare scenario, but he's going to continue in his power to move forward, to put that out there. New cup, we'll have to see what's there when it comes to these desires going forward. Potential outcome, new actions. When it comes to the craziness, the moon madness, the world is looking underneath of it, walking away from this insanity that they're trying to do. When it comes to dictators, they're putting out more messages there. So we go through this, underneath of it all, payoffs, what's being offered up. There is judgment taking place when it comes to the desires, the challenge of the desires, and the messages being put out of strength, truth, etc. Wanting to get to a better place, studying when it comes to the alliances, a new cup when it comes to these dictators. So looking to see what they're doing, the message about aid, he's having the difficulty when it comes to the new monetary drama and actually actions taking place, physical actions taking place, and people wanting to walk away from some of this nonsense. There are the agreements, the alliances, holding on. When it comes to the monetary things, they're looking at the nightmare scenario, these things, truths coming down when it comes to the world stage. What's hidden is, the lid is off when it comes to them being out in the cold, financially, the ones like Trump, not liking what's coming for the families and the insanity they're having to deal with when it comes to Trumpenstein and his abuse of power. And he's wanting to control the financial things to Ukraine, and he's strengthening himself with new actions. So that is Zelensky. Zelensky is going forward. Zelensky is holding on. Now, I think for Putin, I'm just going to do a real short read. I'm not going to do the bigger read like that. I'm just going to do a 10 card rather than the big deal, 15, 30 cards more. So let's see Putin. So what we have with Putin is, now this is Putin looking overseas to Trumpenstein. Underneath of it, he who would be king. So this is Putin looking overseas to Trumpenstein. Energy coming into it. the long-term benefit when it comes to, again, the monetary stuff. For them, it's all about the monetary things. Now, this could also be long-term when it comes to Musk as well. Musk is under the thumb of Putin. What's going on now? Again, it's all about the money. The money, hanging on to the money, bringing money. The challenge is justice. Yeah, that's a challenge. When it comes to the world wants justice now. Potential outcome. Yeah, the swords. The truth is raining down and they're getting caught. When it comes to a victory, okay? The truth is raining down. They're getting caught, okay? So they're trying to hang on the long term, but the justice is at the door. Not looking good for Putin, okay? Again, he's trying to line the coffers, trying to make these alliances with the wealthy in the world, and yeah, trying to get the wealthy under his thumb. So let's see, Trumpenstein and Musk holding on and wanting a world victory, okay? So going forward, trying to get the long term, all the wealth, the power, justice, and tying. They want to see justice taken out is what it is. He wants to see justice taken out. So that's what I get with the three, with Musk and Trump. I didn't do Musk. Let's do Musk. Let's throw Musk in there too. I'm going to do the short 10 cards. I think it's good enough. But let's look and see what it says for Musk when it comes to Trump and Zelensky and Putin and all of this. So going into it, it's about not liking what's coming. He's not real thrilled with it because he's built out in the cold when it comes to finance stuff now. Okay. Tanking. Tesla and things are tanking. So his view now is on the money he's losing. Okay. The energy coming into it is dictator. Okay. And he's financing Trump to try to be a dictator. What's going on today? Yeah, restrictions. The restrictions that are coming down when it comes to what's being birthed in America, the restrictions. Now, is this, he's looking forward to Trumpenstein and restrictions he's trying to put in there, but he's out in the cold when it comes to his financial things with here. Okay. So the challenge is the world stage. Yeah, that's kind of a headache for him because they're hanging on to their money. They're boycotting him. They're boycotting Tesla, going down the tubes. Potential outcome, yeah, he's struggling. He is trying to juggle this stuff and his dark side. Okay. So, yeah. Not looking good. He's out in the cold when it comes to his financial things being birthed in America, trying to hang on to whatever he can through dark means. Okay? He keeps trying to skew this because above it, he doesn't like what's coming when it comes to Trumpenstein, he who would be king, and the restrictions that the world is putting on them. And so now he's trying to juggle this. Okay? Trump is wanting to put restrictions on the world. He thought they were going to put these, but what's happening is the world is putting restrictions on them. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.